You might think your life is boring. I used to think the same, but what if boring is just a label that we put on things that we just haven't noticed? So, let me tell you why I started filming the small stuff, the insignificant stuff, the seemingly insignificant stuff, because life is made of small stuff, small decisions, small moments, and we often take this for granted when we go through life chasing the grind, chasing the hustle, and pursuing that goal that we want to pursue. However, sometimes we get too busy trying to create a living that we actually forget to live. So we tend to wait for big moments, but these days, in between, that's where life actually lives. Plus, filming often makes you see more. You pay more attention to detail. For example, the texture on your shoes, the patterns on leaves, the cracks on the sidewalk that you never notice. So, drop the idea that life has to be constantly exciting to be worth filming, and just decide that you're going to film more often, even when there's nothing spectacular happening. Practice noticing. Notice the sounds, the textures, the colors, the shapes that catch your eye. And I think I've noticed that a lot more once I've gotten into shooting and photography. I am always looking around, looking at details, looking at potential good shots. So some tips and tricks to help with this. First one is shoot in small, short clips. Don't try to film a long monologue, a long cinema movie every single time. Just use 5 to 10 second clips. Capture the mood in the moment, the details, and later you can edit, later you can assemble them. So tip B, vary your angles and heights. Get low, get high, film through windows, frame things off center. Just change it up, make it a bit more interesting, and you'll pick up different filming techniques, filming ideas as you film more and more. So the next tip is use a simple structure. It doesn't have to be complicated. Start with some sort of intro, a hook, and then get into the content as fast as you can. This will keep viewers engaged. You're already adding value to people, which is going to keep viewers coming back for more and more. Then, to the end, you're going to sort of wrap it up and then reflect on the video or reflect on some sort of ideas that you spoke about in the videos. You don't need 10 different acts. You don't need to be Attack on Titan and have 10 final season part 2, part 3. You don't need to have 10 different movies of Fast and the Furious. Just keep it simple. So use ambient sound or natural sound. The footsteps on grass, the birds in the background, the sound of the wind in the trees. This sort of stuff makes the footage feel more alive. So the fourth tip is don't overthink your equipment. Your phone is enough. That's how I got started. And you can slowly build up your collection of gear as you continue to make content. You don't want to end up with a bunch of camera gear that you never use. I started with a phone, and then I've switched over to my Osmo, and then I also have my Sony camera now, but I still use my Osmo a lot. Start with strongest clips, lay down ambient sound, use the appropriate music that sort of fits the vibe. So for example, if you're in nature, use like a calm, soothing, natural sound in the background. You don't want dubstep or something in the background of like a nature video. A big thing is consistency. Isn't about perfection, it's about showing up. It's about showing up consistently every single day and putting in that work constantly. This is just like gym. If you don't feel like it, you still show up. You want the results. You don't feel like filming, you still show up. There are many days where I don't feel like filming, but I also want to be able to have the results that content can give me and have the impact that I can have through content. Do it anyway. You'll feel gold afterwards. And share your work. Hold yourself. Believe in what you believe in. Hold firm in what you believe in. Hold yourself accountable. And the best thing you can do is probably find a few close friends or a community doing the same thing or pursuing the same goals as you, and bounce off each other, really. So, are you going to start filming your life even when there's nothing happening? Have I convinced you? You don't need a script or a plan. Just get started. Just hit record and talk away. You can always edit later down the line any parts that you might not like, or you can add parts that you might want to add later down the line as well through editing. All you need is your phone and just talk. Just hit record and talk. Talk about something you're passionate about. Talk about something you want to reflect on during the day. Just talk about something that interests you. So I want to end this with, just get started. My name is Benjamin Katesook. If you do like content about mindset, content creation, communication, vlogging, getting started, this is the right channel for you. It would be much appreciated if you did like, subscribe. Don't forget to leave us a comment down below to let me know, are you ready to film? Are you going to start filming your life? Your life isn't boring. Just remember that. Film the little moments. Eventually, they become everything.